Alright, so 184 days later, and SoFaygo's Go Plus EP finally hits all platforms. And it originally leaked last Friday, and I remember I predicted that, but man, I just took a great listen to this project, maybe 2 to 3 listens so far, and this is not going to be a full review video. It's just going to be kind of like a light review, but man, SoFaygo's officially back. And another thing I want to mention just quickly off the top. Makes me appreciate Pink Hearts a lot more. Like, I remember after listening to the project fully after one listen, I just kind of had some songs like Forever off of Pink Hearts kind of stuck in my head, and I was like, yo, I was just kind of thinking to myself, I was like, yo, Pink Hearts wasn't that bad. Like, sometimes I'll be reading on social media, it kind of influences me, and I kind of hate to say that it kind of influenced me to kind of hate Pink Hearts. Pink Hearts was actually pretty fire, and man, I have to go back to Pink Hearts. Pink Hearts was absolutely flames. But Go Plus EP by SoFaygo, I'm loving the sound of a new SoFaygo project, and he has like a bit of sprinkle of Before Pink sounds in there, a bit of After Me vibes in there, and obviously a bit of Pink Hearts vibes in there. And just one thing I want to say off the top right now is you can just tell SoFaygo is just having fun. It's like a mixtape vibe. It's nothing too serious, but it still sounds so good. But let's just break down some of my favorite tracks. I've listened to the project about 3 times in full right now. My favorite tracks so far are Wish I Could Tell You, obviously the single with Didi Osama. And like I said before, it reminded me of A Good Day and Count Me Out off of Before Pink Hearts, you know what I mean? And that project was a project I think was highly underrated and my favorite sound of SoFaygo. And I think SoFaygo officially kind of brought that back, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just go to the track list so you guys can kind of see. I'm just going off of my phone, off of Apple Music, because I tend to use Apple Music more, but I like using Spotify because it shows how many monthly listeners they use, and that's definitely like a humongous metric for just where an artist is. And one thing I do want to say, the cover is absolutely flames. It's one of the best covers of the year by far. Like, just look at that, like, Go Plus logo, the circle with the plus, and then SoFaygo in one portion of it, SoFaygo laying down on the bed, another portion of it. It's just, like, aesthetically super pleasing. But my favorite tracks, let's go back to that. Wish I Could Tell You, like I said, was super fire, was a single. Undercover, the energy and the synths in that beat, it's so good, man. Another track I really enjoyed was a track called RC. RC's added right to the playlist right now. I really like the track Havoc. And I also like the track called Backseat. And then the other track I really enjoyed is On the Moon and F a Post. So those are my favorite tracks so far. Obviously I like Foursome a lot too. To be honest with you guys, there's literally no misses on this track list. You know what I mean? I still need time to let this project marinate in my ears, because you don't really feel an album, man, until you've experienced something. I'm gonna have to go for a few drives. I'm gonna have to bump it after work or on my lunch break or something like that, or just even cleaning the house, which is what I'm gonna do today. I need to clean my apartment up today, so I guess we'll be bumping the new SoFaygo. I need to be chilling with my friends, play a few songs off of the SoFaygo project randomly, and then boom, maybe get a few workouts into some of the more lit tracks like Undercover, Backseat, or Havoc, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how the album will marinate into my ears. Obviously, it's a really good first listen, one of the better first listens of the year. I would say a better first listen than Dom Corleo's Omo on my own. I wouldn't say it's quite as better as Afterlife by Yeet, but like it's just kind of hard because Yeet's project was just so long. This is just like a perfect project length. I kind of just wish artists would just drop like 2 projects like this size a year, especially when they're coming up, you know what I mean? But this project I'm really enjoying, and it's gonna grow on me, and I already know it's probably gonna be in my top 10 favorite projects this year. It's just like literally no misses. The only song I didn't add to my playlist is the song Yay. That's probably just like a bias because I wasn't the biggest fan of it being a single. It's kind of sounded corny to me, but like in the life of the album and the track was all the way through, I really enjoyed it. So it's like there's literally no misses. He went 12 for 12, and I'm just glad SoFaygo's having fun again on the mic. He doesn't care about first week sales because he dropped it on a Wednesday on purpose. This is just kind of a teaser for his next project, and SoFaygo's, I love SoFaygo, man. Like, he reminds me of Uzi. He reminds me of an evolved melodic Uzi Vert, because SoFaygo kind of raps a little bit more words inside of his pocket, but still stays melodic in the end with the higher frequency pitch vocals. So that's why it's kind of more melodic. But a lot of times, if you really listen closely, he's mostly just like rapping really, really fast with some nice presets with delay and stuff like that, and kind of melodically at the end. But this is a great comeback for SoFaygo, and it makes me appreciate Pink Hearts a lot more. And the subreddit on SoFaygo is definitely booming right now, man. I must say booming. So this post is going viral all over social media, especially the SoFaygo fan bases. And this guy posted, "Don't be ashamed, just fill out one of these out and we can forget about all." Man, I totally butchered that. Don't be ashamed, just fill one of these out and we can forget about all. Forget all about it. Forget all about it, man. Man, am I dumb right now? I thought it was just terrible reading. Anyways, it says SoFaygo apology form to SoFaygo from, I guess, me, because I did hate on SoFaygo a little bit, but that's just because I got I guess kind of dwindled by the narrative a little bit. The date today is June 14th. Reason for behavior: friends told me he fell off. I came from TikTok and didn't know he was the GOAT. I'm a click. Friends told me he fell off. Not really that my friends said that he fell off, but I've showed a few songs to my friends about SoFaygo, and they're like, that's all right. You know what I mean? It was from Pink Hearts. Another checkbox is, I'll hereby respect SoFaygo, and I will not talk down SoFaygo. Man, I love it. I just love when the fan bases just kind of come together and be as one. Like, I just love the atmosphere and the persona of just fan bases and rap music and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a great project, and it's gonna be one of my favorites. Like, after like the first listen, it was a good first listen through. I listened to it 3 times already. I did check out the leak a little bit, but SoFaygo is back, and let's just not worry about first week sales for SoFaygo. Just come on with some really good music. I would say for him, let this marinate for 2 months, then maybe drop another 2 singles, you know what I mean? And then maybe drop another project in November or December. Or he's most likely will probably go on tour with Travis Scott, I'd say as a opener, you know, after he drops Utopia, you know what I mean? Here's a little hot take, just to let you know something about me personally. I just want to say this. Because we're kind of in the, you know, Cactus Jack range of things right now. This is definitely a hot take. I think Astro by Travis Scott was a 4.5 out of 10. I wasn't the biggest fan of that project. I think it was highly overrated, so I don't really want Utopia to bring back the rodeo vibe, super experimental, or he goes super mainstream driven sounding like Birds and Chapstick Midnight. Because Birds and Chapstick Midnight is like a 9.5 out of 10 for me, and same with Rodeo is about a 9.5 out of 10 for me. And Astro World is a step down. It was just overly produced. It was just like, it just wasn't it for me. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if I like something, I'm gonna be real with it and say I don't like it. But as for the SoFaygo Go Plus, I liked it, and I have a feeling I'll love it. Like, some of these songs here, like Undercover especially, Eiffel Post, Havoc, Backseat, I just know it's gonna be perfect moments when I'm chilling or driving or hanging out with somebody. The song will be on in the background and just click with me perfectly, just cause that SoFaygo vibes. But yeah, you know what I mean. I'm happy for SoFaygo. Great performance, and I'm gonna change the public narrative if I can. And I think all the SoFaygo fans, underground fans, definitely agree with me. And no more hating on SoFaygo. Read this apology and fill out the form. You know what I mean. Anyways, like this video and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace.